The exponential function has the form y equals b to the x power, where b is a constant that is positive and is not equal to 1, and x represents the exponent. For example, the function y equals 5 to the x power is an exponential function with base 5. Another example of an exponential function is y equals 1/4 to the x power, and in this function the base is 1/4, and in the exponential function y equals 1.72 to the x power, the base is 1.72. In all these examples, the base is a positive number that is not equal to 1, and x is in the exponent. Now, I want to show you some examples of functions that may be confused with the exponential functions, but are not exponential functions. The first one is y equals x cubed. This function is not exponential because x is in the base and not in the exponent. This function is a polynomial function, or to be more specific, a cubic function. The next example is y equals -4 to the x power. In this function, x is in the exponent, however, the base is not positive. You see, the condition we have for an exponential function is that the base has to be positive and the base cannot be equal to 1. Let's see why we are not allowed to have negative bases. In an exponential function, x can be any real number. However, when the base is negative, we cannot use any number we want in place of x. For example, let's see what happens when we replace this x with 1/2. Then we will have -4 to 1/2, which is the same as square root of -4. And square root of -4 is not a real number. Instead, this is an imaginary number. So if we don't want any of these situations to happen, then we must exclude the negative bases from the exponential functions. The next example of a function that is not exponential is y equals 1 to the x power. In this function, 1 raised to any exponent is still 1. So for any value of x, this function is always constant, and this function is called a constant function. In many applications, we may see exponential functions that have the form y equals c times b to the power of k times x. The base is still a constant b that is raised to an exponent that is a product of a constant k and x. Then in front of this expression, we have another constant c. If I write an example of an exponential function where the base is 4, c is -1, and k is +1, then I will have the following. Y equals -4 to the x power. Now, do you see the difference between this function and this one? Here the base is -4, while here the base is +4, and in this function we have the expression 4 to the x power with a negative in front. Now let's talk about the graph of an exponential function. If in the function y equals b to the x power b is greater than 1, then the function is an increasing function. And this means that the graph will rise to the right. But if the base b is a number between 0 and 1, then this function is a decreasing function. Then in this case, the graph rises to the left and goes down to the right. Let's see some examples. First, we will graph the function y equals 2 to the x power. To graph this function, we will use point plotting, and we will replace x with a few numbers around the origin. So in this table, let x be -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. And now for each of these x values, we will calculate the y values. Let's start with -2. So we will have 2 to the power of -2. And now, because this expression has a negative exponent, we will move it down to the denominator and we will make the exponent positive. Then the y value will be 1 over 4. I will add this value to the table, and now we will calculate 2 to negative 1. This equals 1 over 2 to positive 1, which is 1/2. So when x is negative 1, y is 1/2. Next, we will raise 2 to 0, and this is equal to 1. Then 2 to the first power, which makes 2, and 2 to the second power will make 4. And now I will start the rectangular coordinate system. The first point is negative 2 and 1/4. The next one, negative 1 and 1/2. Then 0 and 1, 1 and 2, and 2 and 4. And now I will connect these points to get the graph. So here we have the graph, and as you see, because the base is a number that is greater than 1, then this function is increasing. Now in the next example, let's graph the function y equals 1/2 to the x power. In this function, the base is a number between 0 and 1. To graph this function, we will use the same values for x. Then when x is negative 2, we will have 1/2 raised to the power of negative 2. Then if we have a fraction that is raised to a negative exponent, if we flip this fraction, the exponent will become positive. So if we write 2 over 1, then the exponent will become positive 2. Then 2 squared equals 4. Next, we will raise 1/2 to negative 1, which is equal to 2 over 1 to the exponent positive 1, and this equals 2. Then 1/2 to the 0 power equals 1. Then 1/2 to the first power equals 1/2. And 1/2 to the second power is 1 over 4. And now we will draw the rectangular coordinate system and we will plot all these points. The first point is negative 2, 4, then negative 1, 2, then 0, 1, then 1, 1/2, and 2, 1 over 4. Now let's connect the points. And here we have the graph of the function y equals 1/2 to the x power. And as you see, when the base is a number between 0 and 1, the function is a decreasing function. And now let's talk about the properties of the exponential functions. First, the domain of the exponential function y equals b to the x power is negative infinity to positive infinity. This means that the graph stretches to the right and to the left indefinitely. The range is the interval from 0 to infinity, where 0 is not included. This means that the graph comes very close to the x-axis, but it does not touch it. So the whole graph stays above the x-axis and it goes to positive infinity. Therefore, when we write the range, we use parentheses to show that 0 is not included, and then the graph goes up to positive infinity. Next, the y-intercept of the exponential function is equal to 1. So this means that the exponential function crosses the y-axis at 1. And this is because when we raise the base b to exponent 0, we will get 1. So on the graph, when x is 0, y is 1. The exponential function y equals b to x is a 1-to-1 function. This means that if we draw a horizontal line over this graph, then this line will cross the graph in only one point. A 1-to-1 function has an inverse function. And now in the last property, the function y equals b to the x power has a horizontal asymptote, and this asymptote is y equals 0, which is the x-axis. This means that the graph approaches the x-axis as x approaches negative infinity or positive infinity. So this graph is going to get closer and closer to the x-axis, but it's never going to touch it. This is all I wanted to show you in this video, and thank you for watching.